I'm Charlie Book Fanatic. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to start the Tome Topple Readathon vlog. Tome Topple runs from June 29th until July 12th and is a 2-week readathon where you're supposed to read books over 500 pages. At the start of the video, we want to talk about the books we are going to read. So what book are you going to read?
I'm going to read The Night Circus.
By Erin Morgenstern.
By Erin Morgenstern.
Okay, and what is the Night Circus about?
The Night Circus is about a circus that pops up at night and it closes at dawn. And I believe there's another synopsis on Goodreads, but the one on the back of my book is very vague. That's actually the only thing it really says.
Okay.
The other synopsis says it's about two people who have to compete in a tournament with their magic.
Okay, sounds super cool. And it is a very thick book, and my boyfriend was quite intimidated by that, but he's going to manage it. What I'm going to read is The Nightingale by Kristen. I've heard so many good things about it on other booktubers channels. It is about two sisters in the Second World War, and they have to live together and experience a lot of stuff. I keep saying I don't like books about the Second World War, and then I keep reading them and actually liking them, so I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. Maybe I should just stop saying it. And we're also going to read a book together, actually, a graphic novel, which is Orange, Volume 1. It is a 2-volume graphic novel series about a girl called Now, and she receives a letter from herself 10 years in the future. In that letter, she predicts a couple things that are coming true along the way. She doesn't believe the letter at first, but eventually she does, because a transfer student comes into her school, which she has also predicted, and her future self tells her to watch over this guy because she's the only one who can prevent a terrible future coming true. So that sounds very exciting, and we are hopefully going to enjoy it. But with our books, we're fulfilling all the Tome Topple challenges. I can't name them all, but I think that you're supposed to read an adult book, a graphic novel, more than one book.
You need to buddy read a book.
So Orange counts as our buddy read. I can't remember the last challenge, but I think there was one more challenge, but our books fit all of those challenges, so I feel like we're doing very well. I hope we will finish our books in those 2 weeks, but I have some faith. I will update you along the way in this vlog on our progress, and we're probably going to go very slowly through this book, so there won't be a lot of updates, but when we have something to talk about, we definitely will. Hi guys, today is the second day of Tome Topple, and I actually just finished Becoming Clementine. I didn't talk about this earlier, but Becoming Clementine was a book I was still currently reading, but now I am finally going to start my first Tome Topple book, which is The Nightingale, and I'm very excited about that. This was a really good read, by the way. I gave it 4.5 stars. It's probably my favorite book of the year so far. But my boyfriend is still reading The Night Circus. How is your Tome Topple book?
It's going pretty well. I'm about 150 pages in. I think it's fun. It isn't as fast-paced as the books I'm used to, I guess, but I'm just having fun reading it. I think they describe the things about the circus, everything that's happening there, real beautifully.
You think it was a little slow, right?
Yeah. Before this I read The Young Elites, and that was really action-packed, and this isn't as action-packed. But it's just fun to read the descriptions in the circus, and yeah, to read what these characters are going through right now.
Okay, so I'm glad you're enjoying your Tome Topple book. I hope I will enjoy mine as well, but this was the update for now. I guess we'll update you again when we're farther into our books, but this is the day for now. We are just reading the day away. We don't really have anything else to do. I still have to study later on, but that's a thing for later, and that's all we have to do today, really. But we will do more throughout the 2 weeks of Tome Topple, I promise. But this was just it for today. Hi guys, I'm currently in the car with my boyfriend. We're on our way to my place, where we're going to pick up some stuff for me, because I'm going to stay at my boyfriend's house for a week. His parents are on vacation to New York, which is very exciting. But I'm going to stay at his place for a week, and that's also going to be very exciting. And we're going to participate in more of Tome Topple. But today will be a very busy day. We don't really know how much we're going to read, but we hope to participate in some reading sprints tonight. We actually read a lot yesterday. I read 171 pages, and my boyfriend read 160 pages. So we did very well. We participated in some sprints, and we're both really liking the sprints that are being run right now. And so we want to participate in more sprints. We hope we will. It's a 2-week readathon. We will find some time, because we both have our holidays right now, so that is going to be so much fun. I do have my reset tomorrow, but after that I should be completely free. I obviously hope I'll pass, otherwise I'll have to retake it next year. But yeah, I hope I pass. But nonetheless, even if I don't pass, I still have vacation. So we're going to have a fun readathon, and that is what we're going to do right now.
Are you enjoying your book so far?
I'm reading The Nightingale, and I'm not entirely sure so far. It's very slow, I feel like. There is a case of insta-love in there. People were very excited about it. I feel like I'm almost halfway through and I haven't really found anything exciting yet. There was a part where I teared up a bit because it was very, very sad, so that is a good thing. But I hope there will be more plot twists and like sad things and things that excite me, because I wasn't a huge World War II reader, but the last book I read was a very, very good World War II story, so I hope I will like that more. So I hope I will like it just as much. So how are you enjoying your book?
I'm really enjoying the Night Circus so far. It's not exactly as I expected, but it is a lot of fun. They're describing a lot of beautiful scenes and stuff that actually happens in or around the circus. I'm also pretty surprised by some things that happened in the book. I'm about 400 pages in right now, and yeah, the surprising things started happening after about 200 to 300 pages. But I'm really enjoying it so far.
That's good. So I am not sure about Bob yet. He's enjoying it, and we'll update you on our reading progress later. Probably not today anymore, but maybe we'll talk some more during the reading sprints. Who knows? Anyway, that's the update for now. It is, by the way, day 4 of Tome Topple. Hi guys, it is currently Wednesday, and I had my resit yesterday. I don't know whether it went well or it didn't, but I guess I'll see when I get my grade. But that's done now. I have vacation, and my boyfriend and I already have done fun things. We went swimming today, and that was a lot of fun. Then we went into town, and we actually bought 2 books, but you will see my book in my summer book haul in like September. But my boyfriend bought a book called The Smoke Thieves by Sally Green. I don't really know anything about it. It kind of sounded like Fallen Kingdoms to me, so I kind of was like, as long as he has fun. But it is an absolutely beautiful book. It has sprayed edges. It's purple completely. It is really beautiful. But yeah, we bought books, we had fun today, and we are currently doing some Tome Topple reading sprints. It is really fun. We actually yesterday we didn't actually do any reading, but today we do, and my boyfriend just finished The Night Circus. What do you think?
I did like it. I did like the writing of the book. They describe the locations very beautifully, and a lot of kind of beautiful stuff happens. There are beautiful tents in the circus and stuff. There were also a few things that happened with the plot that I really liked, but I liked that less than the entire writing. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to rate it yet. Somewhere between 3 and 4 stars, I think, so one of those 2.
I am 88% into The Nightingale. I think it's okay, but I think I would have liked it more if I hadn't read Becoming Clementine right before it, because it is also a World War II novel set in France, so that's the exact same thing. And they're talking about the same concentration camps, like horrifying things happening. I don't really read a lot of World War II novels, but I read 2 right after each other, and that wasn't really a good idea. So I like Becoming Clementine more than I like The Nightingale, and that's a little sad because Nightingale got really good ratings and reviews, but a lot of shit and drama happens, and I feel like that's exactly what it is. Drama. It's one shit thing piling on top of another. I'm not really enjoying the story, and I get that it's not a story that is meant to be enjoyed, but I'm also not getting anything out of it because I read a much better story about World War II, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think at this point it's like a 2-star, 3-star read. I'm not entirely sure yet, but it isn't what I expected it to be. And I especially didn't expect it to be a standalone, but it is. I expected more to happen in it regarding the sisters, but because the sisters barely talk to each other. Like, it is described as a book of sisters, but the sisters barely see each other throughout this book. They barely have any connection, and there's also an instant love kind of thing going on, and there's just a lot of things I didn't like about this book, so yeah, I'm kind of iffy about that. I'll probably finish it today, but we'll see, and after that, we'll see what I start reading. I'm not entirely sure yet. But that's the update for today. We are going to Antwerp tomorrow in Belgium, and that's going to be a lot of fun because we don't live close to Antwerp and it's a big city where we can like shop and stuff. So we won't read throughout the day, but probably in the evening somewhere. But yeah, that was the update for today. I'll probably take some vlogging shots in Antwerp tomorrow. So you will see that right after this probably. It is currently Thursday, and my boyfriend and I both finished our books yesterday, and he enjoyed his book. I didn't really. I think I rated it 3 stars overall. It was okay, but because I read Becoming Clementine right before it, the rating just turned out lower than it could have been. We started our buddy read after that. We started reading Orange, which is a graphic novel / manga series. And it's really enjoyable so far. We're like halfway through the first volume. And we're going to finish it tonight, actually. And we're really enjoying it so far. So I'm hoping for a slightly higher star rating there. After Orange, probably not today, maybe today, not entirely sure. Depends on how long Orange will take. I'm going to start something else. My boyfriend already started another book. But I don't really know whether I want to start the book I was planning on reading, but I probably will. It's called Beartown by Fredrik Backman, and it sounds really interesting. It's about a community. People play hockey, and it's about hockey, but it's also about this community that's tight-knit, and then someone gets raped within this community by someone else within this community, and the book takes place throughout this whole group of people and all their different perspectives, and it really sounds like a book about a small town which is very quaint, and I really like that kind of thing, so I'm hoping I will like it because I've heard good stuff about Fredrik Backman and his books. So if I like it, I might want to read some more of his stuff. But yeah, that is an update for another day. We're going to cook our food. We are going to eat mussels tonight, which is one of my favorite foods ever, so I'm really excited about that. And then we're going to read. We're hoping for some reading sprints tonight, but we are sure that will come because Adriana has said 2 days ago that she was going to do a reading sprint tonight, so that's going to be exciting. Maybe we'll finish season 1 of Gossip Girl during dinner. We only have 1 episode left and we always watch something while we eat dinner. We're currently watching season 1 of Gossip Girl and season 4 of One Tree Hill. We're almost done with season 4 of One Tree Hill, and then we're moving on to 2 different shows. It's like we have a whole rotation / system going on. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll finish Gossip Girl season 1. So that's going to be fun while eating delicious food. So that's the plan for tonight. Reading, eating delicious food, watching TV show. Hi guys, it is currently Sunday and I'm here with my boyfriend today. We finished Orange Volume 2 last night because we were super excited after Volume 1 and we just wanted to finish this duology. And we really enjoyed it. What did you specifically think about it, boyfriend?
I liked Orange Part 1 and Part 2. I did like it mostly as a complete story. I don't feel like they were really 2 separate things. It was more like one collection for the entire story. I think it was fun. It was pretty lighthearted. There were some darker moments with some feelings, but in general I wasn't really that touched with the entire story. Overall I did have a great time though, and I was always wondering where the story would end. So I rated it 3 out of 5 stars, both of them.
I also had a fun time with them. I basically felt the same as my boyfriend, only I rated the second volume higher than I did the first volume. The second volume had more of an emotional impact on me than the first volume did, so I rated the second volume 4 stars and the first volume 3 stars. I did really enjoy this, and it was very fun to read another manga, and especially for it to be a buddy read with my boyfriend again, because we keep doing these buddy reads, but I think mangas are my favorite thing to buddy read.
Pride and Prejudice was also really fun. We read that one together too.
Yeah, I read the classic before, and then we saw this manga in a bookstore. They had all of these classic mangas, and I thought it could be fun, so we picked it up. My boyfriend didn't read Pride and Prejudice, so he didn't know the story at all, and we went into it, and he really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So I think manga is great for buddy reading.
For sure, because it goes very fast, and when you're like reading together, you can just flip the pages very quickly and have a fun time about the facial expressions that all of these characters make, because they mostly have very funny art styles in manga, and some faces are just kind of ridiculous. There's always that one character that there was also the case in Orange, that one character that is very stubborn,
extremely rude at sometimes.
Yes, but like the whole group is very enthusiastic, and then there's that one person who kind of doesn't want to go along with it. It was like, no, you can't do that. That's not a thing we do. You can't possibly think about doing that, but they always do, and he always goes along with it, and it's really funny. But I really like Orange, and I would definitely recommend it. A lot of people have rated it very highly, so if the premise does sound interesting to you, I would still recommend reading it, even though it wasn't my most favorite thing on the entire planet. What we're going to do today is we're going to pick up His Dog and read some more tonight in our own separate books. I am going to start Beartown probably, and he's going to continue on with A Dark Shade of Magic.
The Schwab.
Yes, exactly, that author. So we're going to have a fun time. We're going to play with the dog a little bit because he's been gone for a week and he probably thinks we abandoned him. But but we're going to have a chill evening, and it's going to be very fun still. So we'll see you probably with a clip of the dog. Wednesday. It is the second to last day of the Tome Topple Readathon. Tomorrow, Thursday, it is going to be the last day, and my boyfriend and I are currently both on around page 200 of our books, so I have around 165 pages more to read for the last day of the Readathon. If I want to finish my third tome, my boyfriend has to read around 200 pages more until he is done with his tome. We'll see if that actually happens, because we have some other stuff to do. We're actually going on vacation the day after the readathon ends, so we have to go to his house. We're currently at my house to pack his bag, and we have to film a video tomorrow because we are going to participate in Booktubeathon together, and we have to film our TBR for that tomorrow before we go on vacation. So we will have quite a busy day, so we'll see how much of that reading will actually happen, and otherwise we'll finish it during our vacation. Obviously it is fine, but it would be really sad if we couldn't finish our third tome during Tome Topple, but we'll see how that goes. I am not going to be disappointed if I don't finish it. It is completely fine with me. But yeah, today it was a quiet day. We didn't do a whole lot. We went to my place where we are now, because I had to pack my luggage for the vacation, and then tomorrow we're going back to his house. So we're just getting ready to go on vacation. That is basically everything that's going on right now. There's not a whole lot we're doing. Tomorrow we might still go to the bookstore, because I noticed that that my TBR is kind of running out of books to read for me, so that's quite a problem. So tomorrow we might go to the bookstore and find a book for me to read, possibly. We'll see how that goes. I know it's quite a problem to have, running out of books to read. That's most of the time it is more like having too many books to read. Well, that is not the case with me, sadly. So I'll have to fill up my TBR some more. That's the update for today. We are going to probably stop reading until unless someone still is going to do a reading sprint or something. We'll see. But we're around page 200. That's it for today, and we'll see how the last day goes. Hi guys, it is currently Friday. We are in the car on our way to vacation. You can see the luggage in the back. But Tome Topple ended last night. We did not finish our books. I got to page 300 and there are 365 pages in my edition. So that did not work out completely. That is really sad. My boyfriend also did not finish his book. But that's okay. We're going to finish our books probably tonight and it will all be perfectly fine. We managed to read the 3 tomes during Tome Topple. The first one for me was Nightingale. For boyfriend it was The Night Circus, and then we read Orange, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And now we're almost done with our 4th tome. So I think we can be very proud of ourselves. I am certainly very proud of the progress we made during Tome Topple, and we are very excited for our next readathon, which will be the Booktubeathon. So thank you for coming along on this readathon journey with us. We very much enjoyed it.